All right, fishing the patch reefs here. Look at this, fishing the patch reefs again. Nice, a little small for us, but hey, nice catch. Actually sight fished this guy in my chum slick. So I was like, hey, nice to meet you. What I'm really looking for is maybe 3 times your size. That's what I'm really looking for. Like when they're spawning, they're big. All right, little porgy off the patch reef. Not as big as the beauties the other day, but he's kind of cool. We learned a lot about these over the last couple of days. All right, we're gonna let him go too. If he was bigger, he'd be coming home. Okie dokie, let's get him up here. Come here, buddy. See, another very pink. When they pink like that, they are feeding on a lot of shrimp. Nice, it's a good fish. These are great fish, but they're just too short. Gonna let him go also. Got ourselves a Barry, or you got ourselves grabbing my fish. Damn Barry. I had a nice porgy, a really nice porgy, and this damn Barry Cuda cut him right in half. Look at this. Now that's what I'm talking about. That bites. That was a keeper right there. I'd have enjoyed him. I hate you, Barry. That's an absolute shame right there. Barries and sharks. Sorry, buddy. Another fish on hook and line. They're all about the same size though, but fun to catch. I mean, I gotta give it credit. They're a lot of fun to catch. Got them right in the corner of the mouth, just right where it belongs. So far, I mean, it's been pretty cool on this patch reef, but I am not getting what I'm looking for. I've got a chum bag out. I'm looking out there now. There's chubs have moved in. I've also got a barracuda that's kind of cruising around. So he, not my friend, and grabbed one of my, probably the nicest porgy of the day so far. Yeah, and out back there, I've got nothing but a bunch of chubs, and there are some ballyhoo, which I will show you. But for the most part, not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, I don't know where those big muttons are, but I'm gonna find them. They're out here someplace. I see another couple of patch reefs up there. I'm gonna keep working these patch reefs until I find the right fish. Okay, as promised, we are going to do a couple underwater shots just to see what we got out there. So there's the chum slick. They are right near the top, of course. And yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of fish back there, but you know, here's the deal. It's not exactly what we're looking for, and I don't see any muttons. I was hoping the water, here's the problem. I think the water is too clear. The fish can see you, I can see them. I mean, I think it's a mutual thing there. Listen, we've still got some action. I'm gonna see if I can get a keeper porgy. That's what I really want. After we threw back those, a couple of porgies, the big ones the other day, now I'm kind of like, hey, I want a porgy. And I just had one, and of course, Mr. Barry came along and screwed that up. So I'm gonna try to keep working that and see what we can do. All right, oh, baby yellowtail. We're getting it all today. We're getting a potpourri of fishes. All right, off you go, buddy. Keep casting it out in the same spot. Lost the shrimp. All right, so here's something, just because I've been getting asked a lot. First of all, I do half a bag of chum. First of all, I don't put out a bag of chum at first. I want to see if there's any fish in the area at all. Then I'll throw out some chum. I'll do half a block because I don't want to burn up a whole block. And if it's not productive by the time that half a block is gone, then you got to move. There's just not the right fish there. They're either too small or whatever it is. Today, I'm catching a bunch of hogfish, and I got a really nice porgy, and I'm hoping to pick up a porgy here before I leave. But I'm not staying here long because my target species is not here. I haven't even gotten a short mutton, so I know that they're not here. I just got to find out where they are. So, you know, that's just tips and tricks number 1 and 2. It's if the fish aren't there, move. I mean, just keep moving until you find them. And then when you do, then go back the next time and see how they do. Whoop, just got a little tap. There we go. There we go. I gotta get him quick before the oh, I lost him. I gotta get him in quick too before that barracuda comes and grabs him. There's also been a bunch of small yellow jacks around stealing bait. I'm almost getting tempted to use the cast net here. There's quite a bit of ballyhoo behind the boat. The trouble is when you throw at them, yeah, when I do that, if they can see me when I throw my arms, then they're just gonna go straight underneath the net. So it's always a crapshoot to try to throw it for ballyhoo off the back, but I'm gonna give it a shot, I think, because they're getting pretty close. Listen, even if I got like 4 or 5, that would be plenty. I got 2 lines out. I got a piece of dead bait on one. I got a cigar minnow on the other, a live one. The ballyhoo behind the boat. I'm gonna try it. This always cracks me up. You ever see those old silent movies, the black and white movies where the guy's sneaking up? This is how I feel when I'm with this, like sneaking up. I'm hoping that I can get a couple. So, not a bad looking pancake, but they're very fast and they get underneath really, really quick. So I think I see 1 or 2, but nothing compared to what I thought I was gonna get. But I'll take the 1 and 2 right now. All that effort, got 1. That was a lot of effort, just so you know. I may try it again. We'll see. So I must have caught a stupid one because that was a 0. I mean, they were just, as soon as I let that net fly, man. All right, I got a Ballyhoo. I'm gonna give that a try, but I think they're gonna see it because the water's so clear. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Give him a fighting chance. We give him a fighting chance. All right, whip that Ballyhoo out. Ballyhoo. Whip it good. We're about to leave here pretty soon, I think. I'm not seeing anything mutton-wise. But we do have about 8 Ballyhoo right now, so I'm gonna move, find a different spot, maybe a little deeper, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. Got a tiny piece of the chum block left, and they just kind of keep coming in and out. That's another little tip and trick I'll give you. If you're gonna use the Ballyhoo, and if they're not coming like tight up to the boat, like by the hundreds, and they're being kind of finicky, then use a tiny bit, sparingly put it out, and they'll slowly come in closer and closer because there's not a plethora of the chum. So use a little, I don't know, sometimes a little goes a long way. That's the way it's done. I've got a tiny, tiny bit of chum left in the chum bag. Like the size of a dollar bill maybe even less. So picking them up at 2s, 3s, 4 at a time, but getting them. It's probably the last one because I'm about ready to get on out of here. But Heiko is in a different location right now. So we're trying to like hook up and see who's doing what. And then if I get him, have him come over and vice versa. So we're working it. We're definitely working it today. I don't know what he is. Yeah, I think he's a big black grouper. Oh, it's a big red. Man, almost kicked my butt, this red. All right, well, how about that? We got ourselves a nice big red grouper, but guess what? Of course, out of season. Can you believe it? An out of season big monster. Well, I mean, not a monster, but a good sized red grouper. How's that? How's that for a nice fish, huh? Pretty fish, right? I mean, they're just monsters. Rawr. We gotta let him go, so we're gonna do a little operation over here on the floor and get him out of here. You know, you guys, I don't know how you feel about circle hooks, but I absolutely hate them because I used a beautiful circle hook and it still gut hooked them. All right, well, at least we got him to take off. And I'm hoping that because their hooks are not stainless steel hooks, that eventually it'll just rot out and he'll be a big red grouper when it's season. And we'll be able to take him home and put him on the plate, which would have been great. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen today, so. All right, I think we're gonna still move. It's one isolated grouper that we got. Oh, there he is, by the way, going down. I've still got one line out. I'm going to put some of this stuff away. I've still got the Ballyhoo is out, and I want to get that's packed up and gone. So I'm going to keep the Ballyhoo, the live Ballyhoo on the bottom out, just in case there's a mutton out there running around. So far, so good. I mean, it's been an interesting day. Nothing I could keep so far. Definitely doing some catching. So, all right, let's go. Let's hit the next spot. I just dried out the Ballyhoo a little bit so it doesn't get the bag like all, sometimes the bag is all moldy. And I don't want the bag to be moldy. Of course, this is the number 1 right here, baby. This thing never or hardly ever fails. There's Ballyhoo, or Ballyhoo to be found. This hoop will do the job, as you guys know. So, been using it for years, thanks to Junior who invented it. And it's become a staple here for us to get Ballyhoo here in the Keys. It's funny because I used to make out of screen and wire, because I grew up in Long Island, New York. We used to go snapper fishing, snapper blues, baby bluefish fishing. We would make something similar to this and up against the side of a dock, use cat food to get the, we call them spearing, they're really minnows, and then use those for bait, of course. Kind of just a bigger take on the same idea. But it works. So, all right, we're getting everything ready to go. We're gonna scram. I'm gonna lift up this last rod that we've got right now, and let's see what happens. Yep, nothing. Nobody touched this guy. How could you not touch this beautiful piece of gorgeous Ballyhoo? So, lesson learned today is just move. If things aren't working out, move. I caught fish, but not exactly what I was looking for. So, oh, one other thing. Had a guy, a subscriber, well, maybe a subscriber, maybe just a hater, saying I talk too much on my videos. My response to him the first time was, dude, do you want me to just sit out here quietly and you can just watch? I mean, what's the point? I kind of feel like you guys are with me and I'm fishing with you when I'm out here. And I'm anticipating, like, you know, what the banter would be, or the questions would be. Kind of like if Heiko or Elizabeth is with me. If I talk too much, sorry about that. I just feel like, hey, that's the whole point of me having the video. If I wanted to stand out here in silence, I would not do the video. I would just come out by myself and fish. But if you guys feel that way, let me know. I'm kind of curious. I could just go out there and just go like this. Today we're gonna go fishing. Not gonna do that, all right? You know the deal. I do, I'm gonna the box. All right, we're gonna head on out of here. I'm gonna scramble, get to another spot. First fish, new location. Ray Dickerus. Tried to run me into the end. He's nice. It's a decent sized looking yellowtail. He would be a keeper for most people out here fishing for yellowtail. Again, not my cup of tea, but that's how it's done. So a little yellow jig with, believe it or not, a piece of shrimp on the bottom. Over the years, I've learned that yellowtail, especially the bigger ones, hang out on the bottom. And I'm gonna get yelled at for throwing that back. But right now, this second, I'm not real happy. I've got a live ballyhoo on the bottom, and I had that shrimp that I put there on the bottom. Just not the target fish I'm looking for. I'm looking, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the mutton. All right, so I had a really good bite, and he missed it. And then as I was reeling in my jig, look what happened. Look what I got here. It's one of these little poison fish, little spiny poison fish that I've been poisoned before. They hurt like holy heck. So don't want to have anything to do with him, but we're gonna grab them and we're gonna get rid of them. And nobody likes these guys. Nobody. These guys are horrible. I'd almost rather get a hook in me than one of these stupid spines. I don't know what purpose these fish serve, but none in my world. I actually did have a really nice hit. Pretty hard hitting hit. I think there's some decent yellowtail here is what I think. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, this is a nice one. You know, light tackle. This is great. A little bit bigger than before. This looks like a, what is this? Is that porgy? Yeah. Yep, sure is. Sure is. A lot of porgies out there this year. More than the years before. I don't remember this many porgies. They got very, very tough mouths. Look at that. I want you to see, if you're familiar with sheep's head, they look a lot like a sheep's head. I want one of these, but I'm not going to take them when they're this small. I want a really good size one, like we had last week and didn't keep. But nice looking. You see the right by the eye, he's got that blue. Very, very pretty fish. And he's got a little bit of black right around the tail. All right, we're gonna let him go. But I seem to have found a spot out there. Not a spot for muttons, mind you, but a spot for other fish. So far, so good. The real deal is, I am thinking that there is a mutton out here waiting for me because I've got the right bait. Oh, by the way, I'm using pieces of shrimp, okay, just so you know. On a chartreuse jig head, just like this, ½ ounce, quarter ounce, just depends on the drift or on the you know, how fast the current's running. Just tossing it out. Just let it sit on the bottom. Woo! Hey, that's a good one. All right, we got action over here at least. This is another good. You know, these yellowtail can play. No chum, not using any chum at all. Chartreuse and a piece of shrimp. A piece of shrimp. I'm just tossing this thing out in the same spot. There's a spot out there apparently. That was crazy. That was as soon as I threw it out. Alrighty. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. Oh, this is hey, what did you? This my porgy. Oh, no. That's what I get for fishing with 20-pound test. All right, so I learned my lesson, and I'm gonna put some 40-pound leader on there. I'm doing a double uni knot, uni, whatever you want to call it. Snip it close. This way I got a little bit of leader on there in case they run it against the rocks, whatever. I lost that fish. It's my own fault. Got lazy and didn't put on a leader. So there it is. Pretty strong little knot. A little double uni. Gonna go put it right back, right on another little banana jig. And that's just a loop knot. It doesn't look strong, but it is a very good strong knot. It's really good if you're trying to get action like on plastic lures. Back to a piece of shrimp. Now, let's see if they're still here. Sending it out just like that. I told you, if you hit a spot and you fish it, you're not catching fish, get the heck out of there. That's the old saying, right? No, the old saying is, don't leave fish to find fish or catch fish. But also, if you're not catching fish, you gotta leave. You gotta go. All right, I'm gonna try it again. Here we go. The smallest one I've got. Very pretty fish. So this new spot, paying off. I mean, lots of catching. That's fish following him up. Tell you what, the 40-pound test makes a lot of difference, but I'm going to say a but. I think I get less hits this because I think they can see this, you know, a little bit better. Nice porgies. I mean, these are nice fish. I'm spoiled because of the ones that we were catching the other day were like maybe 3 times the size. I'm hoping karma comes. Good karma comes along and gives me my target fish for today. I had a funny feeling, and I reeled up the ballyhoo to check the ballyhoo, and he's gone. I had a feeling. Listen, I'm hopeful that there is my mutton out there. Through the bottom, up the top, right through the roof of the mouth there, the hard part. That's it. On a circle hook, let him go. Usually a mutton will hit him from the head. Grab him from the head first, and then you're good to go. I mean, that's it. He's gonna put that circle hook right in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, good, something's out there. Something is out, whoa, something is definitely out there. Ah, guess who it is? It's Mr. Barry. And I was getting hopeful, and I got cuts all over this thing. I was starting to get excited. Now we gotta re-rig again. Oh, the mangrove snapper made their appearance. There we go. Same rig, same jig. They're just coming through like in little schools. So first it was the porgies, then it was the yellowtail. Now we're starting getting some mangroves. It's a plethora of fish. So, re-rig, just it's a knocker rig, 3/0 circle hook and ballyhoo, and put them on back out there. I'm hoping that maybe Barracuda's happy and satisfied and will leave me alone. There's a lot of activity out there too. There's a lot of stuff jumping around. It's what I call fishy. Maybe the tide's turning a little bit. I should probably take a look at that. I wouldn't mind a nice mangrove snapper. That would be okay too. Just not into the yellowtail. For me, they're kind of I don't know, mushy. The only way I like them is Asian, like completely whole, fried, and then you put the Asian sauce on them. That I like them like that. Other than that, they're mushy fish. Ooh, hit it as I was reeling in. And there's fish jumping around here. I don't know what's chasing them, unless Mr. Barry is still hanging around, which is probably true. All right, let's get out there again. All right, I'm gonna quit talking for now, but if something exciting happens, I'll come back. There's a little yellowtail, and they hit hard. All right, I'm about yellowtail out here. I'll let this guy go, check the ballyhoo, see what's going on with that, and then consider moving again. You can only catch so many of these yellowtail. Ballyhoo's been out there for a while, so it's time to move again. Aiko's not getting anything where he is, and he's on another good spot where we used to get fish. I'm gonna check my waypoints, look to see if I can find something marvelous as a last ditch attempt at making this day work better. And it's been a good day. I mean, I've been catching fish and it's fun, but I really wanted that mutton. So, all right, I'm gonna stop crying about that and I'm gonna get moving and do something about it. So follow me. All right, I'm at the new spot. I just put the live ballyhoo down, put down a shrimp. First cast. Look at that. First cast. I never disappoint. Capt Dan's rockfish. Going back. That little rock on the bottom there. Perfect. Just perfect. Absolutely. That's it. It just made the whole day. Of course, I haven't seen a single fish. But what's more important, fish or rockfish? We all know the answer to that. All right, this is pretty much, whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got one. Got one. Whoa, got one. Hey, got one. I was just about to say, it's pretty much a Hail Mary right now, but you never know. You know, believe it or not, I think this is another porgy. This is another porgy. This is porgy land these days. This porgy's coming home. I think we finally got a keeper porgy here. He's kind of cute. I don't know. Do I want to keep him and go through all the trouble? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep him alive. And if he's the only one I get, then I'm going to let him go. He took a little drag. Ooh, he's giving me a little color. He actually oh, is this a mutton? Ooh, this might be the mutton. He's not a monster, but he's a mutton, I think. Yes. No, he's a big porgy. Look at this porgaroo. Now that's a porker. That's a porker of a porgy. All right, this one, truthfully, I let the other one go. This one, coming home. You are the first porgy to come home to us. Another porgy. Smaller, going back, but we did finally get that keeper porgy we've been looking for. So like I said, we're gonna try a catch and cook with the porgy to see if it is a fish that we want to start, targeting and keeping. I like when I do when I fillet a fish and there's no blood. I really like that. I don't like the blood and guts all over the place. I like a nice clean fillet. All right, I'm at the point now where I'm gonna start calling this video, non-stop action, because that's what we got going on. Okay, we got a really good one now. This guy's a beast. This is the one. Where's my net? I don't know. I wish I had it, but I got 40-pound test. So there's the one. Look at that beast. How's that for a porgy, huh? That's the one, huh? She's beautiful. That is a very, very nice looking fish. That guy's gonna go into the frying pan with his brother. I've always heard such good things about him. Supposedly, and according to fish rules, edibility is supposed to be excellent. So you guys come down here patch reef fishing. You learned today that if you're not getting hit, you got them. Just move. Eventually, you will find a patch reef that produces. And when you do, you'll catch them like this almost every cast. Now this is just a grunt. But if you're down here with the fam, or you're out here meat fishing, then this is the way to do it. And if you're someplace on a patch and you're casting and you're using all the bait and you're not getting anything, time to move. That's it. That's lesson of the day. So yeah, this has just been nonstop action all day, and it's just fun, and that's what this is all about. At first, it wasn't, it was not productive at all. And then all of a sudden you move a couple of times and boom, life is good. There's another Mac Daddy one. We're gonna let this one go. I've got two. And like I said, we're gonna try to see how they are, but they're just beautiful fish, just gorgeous. I love that blue eye and the blue markings they have all around their snoot. So, but this guy's lucky, he's very lucky, he's going back. So we never want to take more than what we would eat fresh. And we don't expect that from everybody, but we do expect some sort of, some kind of conservation. There's no sense filling your freezer up with pounds and pounds of fish, and then, 6 months later, they got freezer burn and you're throwing them out, throwing them in the garbage. Personal philosophy, but we got two nice ones and we're gonna make a nice dinner out of that and we'll see how they are. So I think we're just about ready to call it a day. That sun is starting to go down. Oddly enough, it's probably still 75 right now. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I want to get in before dark. Had a great day. Strangely, not a single mutton, not even a short. I had gotten a bunch of shorts a couple of days ago, and that's fine. At least you know where they're at. But for some reason, I just wasn't able to tag into those guys today. But lots of other stuff. What a great day. And I hope you guys enjoy these videos. The intent for us is to teach you how to fish in the Keys. For those of you that know how, it's entertaining, to see the fishing and to see the fish. But for those of you that are coming down with, visions of like, we're gonna kill it down here. And then people always hit me up and they're like, man, we spent a whole week, we didn't catch anything. The techniques here are very, very different. The bait is very, very different. Even when Elizabeth and I lived on the west coast of Florida, there were no ballyhoo over there. We learned all about ballyhoo when we came to this coast. Even within Florida, the fishing is extremely varied and very, very different. And so I try to, give you the best I can as far as tips and tricks, things to do, things not to do, to make your time down here more enjoyable. Hit me up with questions. I'm always happy to answer questions. If you're looking for some specific gear, you can check out our Amazon store. It's down there. Just check the description box. Everything that you see in here that we use, but the reels, the line, the hooks, we endorse the things that we use because we like them and we're using them. You're seeing every day, or at least every week in our videos, what it is we're actually using. This was a great, great day of just fishing, relaxing. I hope I didn't talk too much. Hey, that's what this is all about. So thanks again for following me. I'm gonna pack everything up and get on back. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you there's a boat here. It's called Glass Bottom Boat, and they go to Molasses Reef. And so it's for divers and non-divers, but it's great to just go out. There it is there. I don't know how well you can see it. It's got a little place you can get some eats, you can get a couple of drinks, brings you out all the way out to Molasses Reef, and then you can see through the bottom everything that's going on the reef. So it's really cool. We've done it. We've taken nieces and nephews out there, and they really get a kick out of it. So just some of the other things that you can do while you're here. So I'm gonna boogie on back, mark this spot, and I will be back. So, all right, thanks a lot for following me again. Really appreciate it. Heading back.